Lagos State Taskforce said on Wednesday that it has impounded 139 motorcycles during an operation targeting motorcycle operators violating the Okada ban in certain areas of the state. The chairman of the Lagos State Taskforce, CSP Adetayo Akerele, in a statement made available during an interview, disclosed that the latest enforcement operations were carried out in areas such as Alakija, Inyanya-Iba, Abule Ado, Agric Bus Stop, and Ojo Barak areas. Akerele stated that the agency has vowed to maintain its zero-tolerance approach to violation on those restricted routes. The ban on Okada operations in certain areas was to put in place to ensure that the safety and well-being of all Lagosians and to be put into place, and we will not tolerate any breach of these laws, he stated. The 139 motorcycles impounded during the latest operation have been confiscated, and legal action will be taken against the violators. It may be recalled that the Federal Capital Territory Administration on Tuesday crushed 601 impounded motorcycles. Please, I want to get your thoughts on this, Mr. Michael.
It's very funny, though. It is, if you ask me. I mean, I challenge you that the security agencies will not obey.
Can you repeat yourself, please?
I said that I challenge Lagos State, that I'm telling them now that they will be aware, they will be there, and they will see security agencies failing this same law. Now they are the ones enforcing it.
But failing to impound.
No. They would. You see them riding on motorcycle. You will see them riding on theirs. Why? Is anybody above the law? I know what I'm talking about.
Failing to adhere to this.
Yes, they will not want to. They will not want to. But they are the ones enforcing it. But you see them riding on motorcycle. That's the only areas where we're going to have problems, and that is the area where people also will want to imitate them. Just take, for instance, in River State, you are aware that motorcycle is been disbanded around some local governments. But you still see them in those local governments. Who are those persons parading themselves on it? It is the same security agencies. They feel they are security agencies, they are at law, and nobody would stop them and all that. It's the same thing that is going to happen in Lagos State. It is a welcome idea because, see, I must tell you that these areas that is being mentioned, that barrack area in particular, people die almost every day. How do they die? You see these motorcycles, they don't look at people. All they're after is where they are going to, and you see them with the level of speed they are applying. They don't even care. They are as many as, you see them just walking like people who either must have lost their whatever, their kafa or something. But you see them, they jam people and they move. They don't even stop. Now, and not just that alone, they still use that motorcycle to steal. They use it to rob people. You can be walking on your own and you see them drag your phone. Some, they drag necklaces. And that's the reason why I'm supporting that it should be stopped. And if it is being announced that it should be stopped, let the security agency also obey, because most of this nabbing that is happening in that area, most of them are being carried out by the same security agency, by having some of their boys. They will now use their own bike to carry them. The one that happened at Umagwa in Port Harcourt here, when they are being caught, the guy who was riding on the bike was a security agency. I don't want to mention name. The guy said he has been his oga, that is one who used to carry him every time at night when they want to go and take people's phone. I mean, so if they are disbanding this thing, it should be effected and be carried out properly without giving concession or waiver to some class of people in Nigeria.
Okay. You made your thoughts known on this. You said that it is a welcome development because of reasons you have stated, that they hit people and run off, hit and run situation, and they use it to rob and commit other acts of crimes. Do you think this move will reduce that crime rate? First off, don't you think it will rather increase it?
Okay, I think one thing I would always say here, I think I've said it in other programs, like, you see, Nigerians, the way we take decision is another thing. I must tell you the truth. The way we take decision is another thing. Nigerians will just wake up one morning and begin to disband and begin to give laws without consulting properly or widely on that circle or section you want to disband. Now, if you dismiss these people from their jobs, there are still nice people who are there. It does not mean that everyone does the robbery thing or what they call it, those who steal, that takes people's necklace and all that. And it happens that one time my mom, she's this kind of person, even if she's old, she still likes gold. She wears them. She told me she was in my tree. And like where she was working, like she wanted to go and get something. Some guy said that if they tell her no, no go here. That's what the guys were saying. So many of them were telling people and they heard her ear. If they tell her no, no go here. My mom said she didn't know that they've already collected her gold earring. It was
from both ears.
Yes, they said if they tell her, no, go that, like they had to hold her ear, not just how she saw them holding other people's ear and saying that going. She didn't know they have collected hers. Now, that's by the way. I'm talking about the way we make decision in Nigeria. You were supposed to have provided another means of income for these people, or must have done an empowerment program for them to either go out there to establish something else that is outside this motorcycling commercial business. You should have either given them, either gathered them, sensitize them, tell them the reason why you want to do that, and then come up with an empowerment program where you can support them. But now, if you dismiss these people from this job, like you said, it will increase the menace and the dirty dealings that's been happening there. The way I look at things, I don't look at it at a particular area. I make sure I touch everywhere before I make my conclusion. So I'm also pleading with them that the decision they made is not bad, but that they should also consider the welfare of these persons who are these Okada riders before anything. That's my take and my stand on this.
Well, we've got to your take and your stand on that. We'll still go back to the FCT. You know, yesterday the FCT actually took the decision to also impound numbers of motorcycles in the states, and we know that most of them, the Okada riders, are Hausa men. Most of the residents in the FCT are from the north. Let me not say Hausa, because they are of different tribes. They are from the north, you know, and this is more like most of their source of livelihood. Although you have stated that before certain decisions like this can be taken, you know, there should be something, you know, that would aid them. It's not like just instead of just leaving them out there. We know how it was when the River State decision was taking over, impounding most of these motorcycles in River State. You know, most of them actually had to like try really well before they could, you know, get back on their feet, and even the crime and all the whole situation increased. The FCT has taken a move. Does it mean that every state is actually taking a move? And then, is it that the high crime rate is really more with Okada riders? Why so much concentration on Okada riders?
Just yesterday, I went to see a friend after I came out from my family meeting. I went to see a friend, and all of a sudden, he get around after us like, hello sir, hello sir, hello sir. Please, did you see any Okada bike that passed now? I said, no, we did not see anyone. He said that they just robbed her. How? They came to her where she does her POS business. And according to her, they said they want to withdraw 140,000. She entered the code and whatever and gave to them. All of a sudden, after she gave the phone to them, the POS to them, that the guy removed the zeros, and the thing was 1,400 naira. After they have left, you know you will not want to check because you are sure of what you have done. You have entered the particular amount that the person has told you, and you are handing the POS to the person who wants to withdraw, so the person can impute the person's password.
Okay.
She told me that the person just removed, that there are two of them, they removed the other zeros, and the thing remained was like 1,400 naira.
She wasn't vigilant, because you know the process it takes to go back, make withdrawal on your POS, you know, remove, do your savings current process, your PIN process, and all of that. It's not something that's just done in like 10 seconds.
It is not.
When someone wants to, you want to make a transaction, and you come to me, and I've already done the process, impute your card and give you the POS. I expect you to put your PIN in like,
and give it back to me
in like 10 to 15 seconds. So if it takes more than that, then something is wrong.
No, I
you disagree with
me?
Yes,
I disagree, and I want to tell you why. You see, this business, if you are into it, you will be very free. Since you've not had that challenge, so many persons used to have the challenge. If you've not gotten that challenge, you will not see it to be something serious. You just feel that every customer is a customer.
Okay.
Now, I have also witnessed that before. But the person was being caught. That's at the other judge. But this one, she said, because her mind was not there. As usual, you know, people are coming there. It's an area where they do some kind of sales, but that they came and she entered. She didn't know, because your own is that once they enter, you have entered your own. At times, their own is just to go to just press back. The point where you have the back. As you enter the back, it's for you to put the list in and enter next again. Now. It's very free. Nobody, she herself will not know. So when she said, according to her, she said she printed and she saw 1 4 something. You know, your mind will not go. You have seen 1 and 4 now. Your mind will not go that either they have reduced some of the zero. Now when she now noticed was after they have gone. Was when she now came, when she now ran to us and started crying that which is you. They have to chase them, and we called the naval base. It was the Navy people who caught them at Aka Junction. And look at they have enough money. It's like they've done that into other persons, like in different areas, and they were being caught.
And they use motorcycles.
Yes, it's motorcycle. Like so the reason why I'm against it, and why I'm saying that they should be disbanded, is because of this particular act. At night, they drag bags from people in Abuja. Go and ask. They drag bags from people. You can either you are using boat or something. But when you drop, you see them, they drag your bag and they are moving. Sometimes phone, and they use it to rob people with physical what they call it, you see a gun or whatever. You see them pointing at you and they are taking from you. The next thing they zoom. You cannot pursue a bike now. Bike can enter track road, can vehicle enter there? No. So it's not bad. It's not bad that they are being disbanded. My thing is that, but before you disband these people, there should be a provision in order to help them first.
Okay.